Hey guys, welcome back. We're here up in Toledo, and we are on the Schoonmaker here. Built in Ecorse, Michigan by the Great Lakes Engineering Works. This is one of two museum ships, lake freighter museum ships here in Ohio. And we're here for the 50th anniversary of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. So we got to go on a special tour that was very interesting.
Amazing.
And, highlight a lot of stuff that is very similar between the two boats, as well as talking about its story, which we posted a podcast about.
Yep.
You guys should go check that out. But yeah, we're here. We're actually in the front, the bow, kind of. If we look over here, we are right on the edge.
Very high with two tugboats.
Yeah. Ohio, and I don't know what the other one's name is, but I guess we heard during the tour that the other tugboat here is going to be getting moved. It's not owned by the museum.
Oh, really?
They're going to use it. I don't know if like literally use it as a tugboat again or what, but it's going to go bye-bye. But yeah, significant stuff about the boat here. I mean, it was built in the same place as the Fitz. It was built there 47 years before the Fitz was built, or I'm sorry, 46, because it was Fitz was 58. This was 1911.
Yep.
So we got the Schoonmaker here. She is very close to our original setup.
Very close.
But yeah, there's some very interesting things. It was awesome. We got to go through the whole boat, and now we have free roam to kind of do whatever we want. So we're gonna show you guys some stuff, and we hope you enjoy.
It's gonna be great. I mean, what better way than to really go through and really feel like what's going on, other than it's cold and it's windy and rainy outside.
Yeah, well, that's perfect filming weather.
It's perfect filming weather. So one of the theories about the Fitzgerald, on obviously something that Captain mentioned, was he has missing a couple vent covers, and that's going to be this guy right here.
Right here, and they're all down the length of the ship. If you turn around here and look, you can see them all the way down the length. But they were missing multiple vent covers like that on the Fitz, and you got the railing here that was also down. So kind of a sign of a big problem, which we talked about. Of course, many theories go along with why this was down, but we heard a new one today that they actually got a new prop.
I had no idea about that.
I had heard about that. I forgot about it, but I heard about it. So they had the prop, and it was in between hatch covers 17 and 18, which on this boat was the last two, but the Fitz, they had 21. So kind of around this area-ish on the Fitz, the prop, the old prop that they replaced was tied up. And the thought is another theory is that it broke loose in the storm and knocked this off, which very much would.
Could have been.
And took out the fence rail.
Yep, because as you can see, the way the fence rail is, they're just cables. It would have been the same design on the Fitz, but it runs pretty much the whole length of the ship. And as you can see, they're not going to go down unless the ship flexes too much.
Right.
And for it to be down could definitely indicate pretty bad scenario, something
some damage or something like that that's really heavy, flipping through and ripping it off,
which would make sense.
Yeah. So we're back here in the kitchen / mess hall area. So let's walk this way real quick. We can see the kitchen space. This is where all the meals were served.
Well, a lot of kitchen space.
It is. It's really big, and it's kind of, freighters are kind of known for having really good food. And they actually told us that they tried to basically stop making like really good food and just serve TV dinners. That's why all of these freezer space was installed. And yeah, he said that they practically mutinied because of that. But over on the other side there is the like the deck hands and stuff. They're where they eat, which is basically just a table,
just like a little
with
table.
like benches, or stools. I mean, it kind of reminds me of something out of an old camper, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
But over here, we have the officer's mess. And this is a lot nicer in here.
As you can see right here, he even said this is the original table from 1911.
Yep.
Furnished. I mean, as you can see, it's beautiful in here.
Yeah.
It's awesome, especially for 1911. It's when they really started to, I guess, not really care, but like really show that if you're going to have somebody on a ship, you want it to be lavish, luxurious. You want to have, you want to show them, hey, we give a crap.
Right, and that's something that the Fitz was really well known for. They had one of the nicest interiors, even for the normal crew, on a ship. So this is kind of the beginning, so to speak. Of that.
So now we're actually in the engine room of the boat. As you can see, if you want to turn around, the entire engine room is pretty much all there, exactly the same how it was. And he actually did mention that this was completely refurbished and repurposed to an oil burning steam turbine engines, because before it was actually just like he was actually talking about, just like in the movie Titanic, it had those old reciprocating engines. It did have those originally. But this is something I want to talk about right here. This is going to be the basically the steering mechanism. And I didn't know this, but on our tour guide actually said there's 5 ways to steer the ship, and that's going to be from the front. And obviously, there's going to be pipes and everything like that that runs around. You could steer it from the front for the wheel, or you can actually steer it right here, or you can steer from above. There's all kinds of different methods, but there's a story that I actually was told to me by my father, who's actually friends with somebody who worked on this ship, and he actually watched somebody get crushed right here in between these steering gears, because I guess he said he was just kind of trying to beat it or something, like, oh, and unfortunately it cost him his life. And ever since then, I mean, they have signs, I'm not sure what these signs right here were here whenever the ship was built, but obviously everybody has a responsibility to work safely. But it's just pretty crazy to know that this happened right here, and you can't be stupid, basically. And it's just something that's pretty crazy to think about.
And they were telling us too, this yellow shaft goes to one of the wheels in the pilot house.
Yep.
And then this red right here goes to the other wheel. This was a dual wheel ship. Mm-hmm. One of only 2.
Yep. And there's actually, because there's 2 wheels up front in the pilot house, and then there's another wheel actually up above on the stern that we can't get to because it's off limits of.
Right.
But just that's another way to steer the ship. But anyway, obviously you can't. It's all steam powered, has steam helped, because obviously you're not going to be able to turn the entire rudder of the ship. Let's just add itself, and that's what this is going to be right here. And as you can see, there's all kinds of pipes and it's all basically just steam. It's basically just power steering from steam. This is the one thing about being on a lake freighter is, well, you get to see everything. Yeah. For example, this right here is going to be the dial. Cool. Yeah, this is going to be the.
I can't remember the name of it.
I don't remember the name of it.
The order telegraph. That's right. A Chadburn, which is the only reason I know that because it's right there.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, they told us about this in the pilot house. So this ship is old enough that they have no control of the engines up there. Basically, all they can do is send a message via this machine that gives you instructions on what they want. Mm-hmm. Like a head full, all stop, stuff like that. But basically what they do is there's one of these up in the pilot house, and let's say we want to go head full, which I think is that.
Probably.
Anyways, I think, whatever. They would put it for whatever setting they wanted, and then this down here, a bell would ring, and it would light up to whichever one they put it in up there, and then they would give a response saying, whatever, okay, yeah, we're gonna,
like, we got your message, we're working on
message, and that basically tells the bridge that we got it and we're gonna comply, and then they would come over here and do what they needed to do to make that happen.
And it's old technology. I mean, for example, the RMS Titanic even used the same thing.
The first thing I saw, the first thing I thought of when I saw this is the clips from the movie Titanic. Mm-hmm. They look, it's the same device. So it's very cool.
But it's amazing there's so many pipes, there's so many wires, there's so much stuff going on. But honestly, if you just kind of think about it, you understand it.
Yeah.
Like our tour guide was extremely well at, basically explaining exactly how it works.
The best he could.
And like obviously right here, these are going to be some of the boils. There's going to be some of the heat coils right there, and it's all just steam. It's all just steam powered.
Yeah, this is the boilers right in front of us here.
Absolutely enormous. And all the controls.
ESS,
air,
CHW, McLaren.
What a guy. All these controls. It's awesome.
Got our pumps down there.
Yep, got our pumps down in here. Which he said that one of the big pumps can pump out, was it 7,000 gallons? That was on the Fitz.
For the Fitz, yes. I'm not sure if
7,000 gallons of water per minute.
Yeah. And it was not enough.
And it was not enough.
And he did say too that this layout is very similar to what the Fitz was. Mm-hmm. Now these turbines are smaller. They're 4,500 shaft horsepower. The Fitz was 7,000. Mm-hmm. So in the Fitz, these turbines are going to be a little bit bigger, but this is the layout that the exact same layout the Fitz would have had. Mm-hmm. So it's very, very interesting and scary to think, the stern got flipped on the Fitzgerald. Yep. So you're thinking these guys really don't know what's going on.
No, they have
no idea. They're just making sure all this stuff is working, and all of a sudden you get flipped upside down. I mean, imagine that, like flying up. I mean, we'd probably be okay. Of course, these are probably going to be superheated, you know, steam pipes above us.
Well, he said
so
it's about 120 degrees in here at all times.
Right. So, I mean, it's just scary to think about. And then, you know, it's some like watertight up to a certain level. So you could be partially submerged and then the water's coming in.
Right.
And these guys, they still have no idea what's going on because you can't see out. There's no portholes down here or anything. It's terrifying.
It is. It's truly just terrifying. Okay, so now we are actually in the front part of the boat, which is the VIP section.
Standing right up there a little bit ago, right above this floor. But yeah, so we wanted to talk about this specifically. This is original to the boat from 1911. This is an electric fireplace, and it's crazy to think this thing was built the same time the Titanic was built.
Yeah, you're right. This whole ship was.
I mean, yeah, and like this is original. This interior here, that's original. That's what they used to heat it, and that's crazy. I mean, it's way above
way
for its time. I mean, yeah, think about that's 120 years old, not quite 100, a little bit over 110, but I mean, still. It's very cool. So we wanted to show that here to you real quick.
Absolutely. And then just kind of walking around the whole boat. This is because this is the not the crew quarters. That's going to be in the river. This is going to be like the
VIP, the passengers.
VIPs, the passengers, which is all, as you can see, it's all nice and furnished, nice, beautiful wood. And for being in 1911 built, this thing was just beauty. She's a beauty. She's a star of the fleet right here.
Yeah.
So we are actually in the cargo hold now.
The I think it's the middle cargo hold is what we're in right now. One of 3 on this ship. So we want to talk about this because this cargo hold is actually very, very similar to the Fitz's. Just a small difference is it's about a foot, not as wide. But the design, the shape, this is exactly what the Fitz's cargo hold would have looked like. Apart from length and width, this is identical. Yeah, which is very, very interesting. It's huge.
You just kind of stand here and look at it.
Yeah,
it's enormous.
This is where the helix would reach down into, and pull the oar out.
Yep.
And very cool. All right, so we're in a little bit different place, but we want to talk about, kind of finish off the video. We did get to see another cool boat, the Lee Tregurtha. So that's a popular one. If you're a boat nerd, you know exactly who that is, or what that is. But yeah, that's the one of the Interlake Steamship Company's boats. My personal favorite. It is the second oldest boat on the lakes.
Yep.
It's a World War II converted World War II tanker. Yep. It was the USS Chihuahua. And it was a tanker built in 42, served through the war. It's still, cool thing is on the pilot house, which is the original, no it's not, I'm sorry, excuse me. On the pilot house, they have the battle stars and stuff and the ribbons that it won in its military service. It was converted in the 60s by the Cleveland Cliffs Company, and then when Cleveland Cliffs sold their fleet, actually it went to the Ford fleet, and then now in the late 80s, it went to Interlake, and Interlake's still riding it, using it. She's a beautiful boat, my personal favorite, just because of her war history. But we were lucky to get that. We saw it coming in.
We really got lucky.
Yeah, saw it coming in. We were on our tour, which is a great experience. If you're in the Toledo area next year for the 51st anniversary of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, definitely take the tour of the Schoonmaker. It's a very cool experience and a very fundamentally similar boat to the Fitz. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it, and we hope you check us out more. Subscribe, drop some comments below, tell us we're morons or whatever. Whatever you got to do. Thanks.
We'll see you.
Keep you in a song.